for this?
Right on!
Here we are. Welcome to the show. Another day, another ride. And today is long ride zone 2, a steady zone 2 100-kilometer ride with the 3R steady state endurance ride team. We're gonna go, what is it called? Maybe we're gonna go around some kind of like coast to coast. I actually don't know exactly the route, but I think we're going to the desert and then like heading to Sasquatch land and circling around, something like that. So my goal is, I don't know if we're gonna do the full 100, but goal is to go for 50, have a good sweat, drain it out and see where we land here. So, and that's it for today. So let's see. Just making sure, a minute away, power meters, everything is connected. We are ready to rock, and we can do some better lighting too here. So, if you are new to the channel, please don't hesitate. You can ask questions through Twitch and YouTube in the chat. There's like a normal, like, what is it called? I think it's called Shorts on YouTube available, as well as the normal YouTube channels, which are two. Swift Racecraft is the name of the game on Twitch as well as on YouTube. And anything else will just come with it, alright? So let's go out and enjoy the ride. What we can do a little bit better is maybe provide a little bit more entertainment. And here comes the music of the day. Let's see what we have in stock. And who's the sponsor today? It's gonna be the sponsor of the day is Cut Short, which is great because nothing is sponsored here. This is just a normal Joe average ride, trying to hang on here before they get away. Hooah! Okay, let's try to stay in the pack here. Call my man, you tuned in. What's up? What's up? You might be chatting out of your reclining chair from the station. You might have seen my new intro. And yes, you're in it. You made the cut. Actually twice. So maybe it's worth watching the pre-show now. But yeah, all good. I think you can watch the intro if you're gonna watch my stream from yesterday and watch the first like 2-3 minutes. If you cannot rewind this one here, but all good. Everything changes. Oh, club relays today. I see, okay. I thought it was like next week. Okay, I was never invited, so I'm okay. So you take care of business, buddy. Okay. All good. Don't worry, you do you. Get ready for that ride. Kick ass and bring the belt back. And that, good luck, man, out there. I will get my zone 2 right in here. Okay. All right. I actually thought that like the belt rematch thing is happening maybe next week, but I mean, if they want to challenge us and Tom set up, I didn't get the invite. It's fine. You guys will handle business and bring it back home, and we go from there. Oh no, I'm not joining now, so it's all good. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I got you. So the rematch is scheduled for next week, I guess so. And this one is the normal club race, which was scheduled, which is cool too. I know my schedule was different, as I'm trying to do less racing and a few zone 2 rides in here, longer ones, as you can tell. But yeah, I know racing is fun, especially with you, man. So always up for a good challenge. Oh, love these commercials on YouTube, but you know what? It's all good. I'm not paying for anything, so you guys just have to suffer, and me have to suffer when we get kicked out of the non-copyright songs from Music Bot. Oh, I feel like this one is going to be a suffer match today here at the Zone 2 ride, as there's no fans and it's a long ride. And as you can see, I dressed completely in long sleeves on the arms and pants at the bottom, so I want to heat up my body good to squeeze out the juices and let it all flow, even at lower heart rates. I mean lower, we had 124, that depends on everybody's ability, but that's like zone 2 for me, right in the sweet spot here, so that's where I want to be. I probably cannot hold that for 2.5 or 3 hours, but it's gonna be good workout no matter what. Oh, okay, that's fine. No, Tuesday I'm traveling. It's July 1st, my friend, and you know what? July 1st is Canada Day. So Canada first, America second. That's why we celebrate Canada on July 1st, and you guys celebrate the United States on July 4th. So you guys are second. Just to rub it in a little. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I actually like asked the other Colin, the commentator Colin, to maybe cover it again, and he will look into it if we can make it happen in the schedule. So if you reach out to him, just double check. I think he would be probably able to cover that rematch, as he has a good story from the first one, and depends on the course, he might be better on the camera management and keeping track who's who and where we are in general. Yeah, but I enjoyed it. I watched it. I know everybody love watching himself on TV, on the screen. So, especially if you have an outsider commenting on your performance, which is fun, you know, because nobody really like gives a rat's butt, and it's cool calling out the shots, commenting on attacks, defense, just from a different perspective. Okay, you take care of business. You enjoy. I might watch you race you on my second device, and while I'm like just looking in the pipe here. So good luck to that. As soon as your stream starts, I will try to tune in. Double streaming. I think it's actually possible to do that. To stream another streamer stream. But I already have a lot of windows open. Having another window from Colin here, like it's like, what is going on? Ah, that might have been a mistake. Deploying the feather here. There's deeper ones. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. So 132 beats per minute. We are reaching the top level of Zone 2 here very soon. So we want to dial this back as we want to stay in. So we might just turn on one fan for now. I'll stop talking a little bit.
Hammer time.
Here we go. So yeah, these Zone 2 rides here, 3R or BMR, I think they are bicyclics or something, bicyclics. They do great Zone 2 rides, longer ones, hour and a half or like up to 3 hours here. Great for like Zone 2 as well as upgrading your Swift bikes if you have to eat some kilometers and need the draft and community and entertainment. So yes, it's all in here. Yes, you know what? I have to admit, this one is based by cut. So there's an A, it's a B cut, and C cut is a C cut, which is around 2.5 watts per kilo. And there's a higher cut, I think 2.8 to 3.2, which is B cut. But if you want the more steady pace, you can hold that longer. Go a cut down or two and use it as active recovery ride. That's the way to go. So that's the purpose here. Kenny T is in the house. Hey man, you inspired me to get back on a bike after many years. I have done 2 days in a row on small rides, and I plan to do longer rides tomorrow. Kenny, you making my day, and I appreciate it. I have done and made your day in the past to come back on the ride. That means the world to me. Like seriously, that's great. I think that's what we're all doing it for. I'm doing it for shits and giggles and fun and get fit and join other people. But if I can do exactly what you just said in the chat to inspire you, I'm over the moon. So I really appreciate that. You're making my day. Gives me almost goosebumps now. So if I can inspire people with knowledge as well as like entertainment, not so much performance. I mean, yeah, there are better people out than me, so I'm not like the winning rider, but I'm close to it in my category in some races. However, it's not meant to be to show podium races all the time. I want to be real, and I want to show the good and bad times. Meaning when we're winning on the podium, or when we struggle to get dropped in the back. That's all part of racing, but racing is not everything at Swift. It's all about having fun, and you know, just getting on a bike, getting these badges, upgrading gears. It's fun and entertainment, and it's great. So I'm happy to read your message, Kenny. You're making my day. Special shout out to you. So these longer rides here, normally as a beginner or even advanced rider, you should still prepare yourself for a lot of fluid. I mean, I have a liter here next to me, which is probably not enough for a 100 kilometer ride. I'll tell you that. I think it's a liter or half liter. Depends how you sweat per hour. So I should have had like 6 bottles here next to me, but I want to keep it flowing, keep the sweat dripping, and stay with the pack here, as I feel I'm not super engaged today, so I will probably not do the total 100, but let's see. I think it all depends. I think we're going through jungle and then climbing out of it. If they leave me in the dust here, or they stick to the tempo, so let's see. Whew, give this guy right on here. Right on leader. With Hodge. Ah. Kenny, my wife said, follow your passion. And yeah, my passion is sports. Both sides, watching it as well as participating in it. So doing it in a way, I'm doing it right now. Yes, I do Ironmans. I like to cycle. That's probably like my strength in these three disciplines. The bike. But broadcasting yourself, your journey, and exposing yourself to criticism, as well as maybe failure, as I'm not a guy who would just, okay, live stream is over because we got dropped. No. So it's to educate people, to pass on my knowledge, my experience I have learned over the years, swifting, as well as being out there on an Ironman course, and the pressure, heat, nutrition failure maybe, technical issues, mentally struggles. So it's all plays a role. I'm trying to pass this on. So kind of your message today in the chat is such a rewarding feeling for me, for the channel, and for all people out there who present themselves in a way that, yeah, we're huffing and puffing. Maybe somebody's really turned off or turned on by it. But yeah, it's difficult. So having that kind of message in the chat is a reward for every streamer and influencer who tries to make this place a better world. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. Took a picture of that and I sent it to my wife. She always said, you know, follow your passion. And that's kind of like a little bit rewarding, seeing that. So whatever you do, keep on pushing. How Stallone says, keep on punching. You know, Be consistent. Yesterday I had a person in the chat who's a bigger person, who has a very bigger person. That person has 70 kilograms more on the ribs, but that person has realized he wants to do something. So we chatted, and Zone 2 rides are phenomenal. So, and he has already started it, and he has already seen results. And you know what, there's one thing that we all need to realize, is that if we really need help, we have to seek for help. We have to put actions into place. And that person already did that, so most of the work was done. I was just there to encourage and give some tips of being, oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm talking about you, to realize, because I'm inspired that Taylor is in the chat, that this person has made an action and now is on the ball of getting better, you know. Whatever better means for that particular person, without like trying to disclose any privacy rights here, but it's good that when people realize that they want to change something, they have to put a plan in place and execute it, and then be consistent, trying to stay motivated, and don't let other people come in and criticize whatever you do. If you really listen to your body will tell you what you really need. And if you want to drop 20, 50, 70 kilos, do a Zone 2 ride to your own abilities on a regular basis, and you will see what I told him to realize at Christmas you're gonna buy new clothes, my friend. So it's gonna be good. So it's exciting. So I appreciate everybody of you guys. You guys coming into the chat at the same time. Wow, man, it's like appreciation day for me. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. Even my avatar is drinking, so yeah, keep sipping on that water bottle or whatever you have in there. Stay hydrated. So when you do longer rides, pay attention that there's always a little bit of a drip. If you feel you drying out and you feel it here or there, it's a little bit sandy, it's salt coming out of your pores, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you want to have electrolytes next to you, or even like salt capsules to give your body salt so your body can hold on to water which you take in to cool yourself down. But I mean, I'm like way above Zone 2 now, just to hang with these guys and talk, so it doesn't defeat the purpose of my ride actually. But having said that, when you see or feel salt coming out, yes, your body is reacting to whatever you do on the bike or to your workout. It could be run, and even like sometimes on the clothing you see some kind of like outer stains which are white, it's just your sweat, but the outer stain is kind of like whitish. That's the salt barrier, the salt you're pushing out. So in an Ironman longer races you want to get salt in you to keep water retained. But if you want to lose weight, and the first thing what we normally use is a lot of water weight, the sweat we pouring out, after that is fat. If you staying in certain heart rate zones, and then if you go higher, like I am for example, then you start burning your breakfast and your sugar. So, and that really like drains you, and you don't have that much. So, except if you take drinks which have a lot of carbohydrates and carbs, basically, or gels. Or sometimes I have
Stop
at
advertising
racings.
for servers.
I have
Two
Skittles.
archaeologists on site, sir.
I know it's my secret weapon, but everything in measurements, guys. It's just a little bit like of a sugar spike there. Nothing else. Oh my god, this is gonna be tough to hang on to these guys. Whew. And talking and being in zone 2, which I'm not. So
Run on!
yeah, I'm totally out of my schedule here. That's not good. So just hanging on will put me into zone 3, beginning zone 4. Not good. And me talking, sorry about that. So I probably have to drop out of this right here and switch to my TT and finish it on my own terms on a TT bike. Whew. Okay, I have to bring my heart rate down here somehow.
Run on!
does HR have with deal?
I'm gonna make it to the hill, and that's it. For me, I have to do my own pace. I want to do a program, sticking to it, not being influenced by other riders here. Even though I am right now deeply into the shits. Okay, I will activate a coffee. A coffee is kind of like a thing which keeps you in the group and place. If you have to go pee refill your drinks, or have to bring down your heart rate. You get a coffee break of 90 seconds every 30 minutes. And I feel I'm just gonna go down to the hill with them and call it a day. I'm going to watch on my device here, on my phone, my team racing against another team on the ladder race. I have to double check when it starts here, but sometimes when you do like longer Zone 2 rides and there's not that much activity in the chat right now, I mean, appreciate you guys coming on. But as of right now, it needs something to distract yourself from the constant power you're gonna put on, especially if you're fooling around with your diet like this guy here momentarily, just fasting a little bit longer. But it's all part of the process. When you're more advanced, you can like try a little more experience with your body. As soon as you feel it's going like south, then you just like steer correct. And this is one of the corrections I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna push here 150 watts, 150 beats per minute in my heart rate. That's zone 3.5, close to zone 4, which is not my target zone. I want to be 115 to 130. So, and this is what I'm gonna do. This is where we're gonna go. That's the plan. What does that mean? Is I have to let the group ride. I have to let them go. I switch on my TT and swap with your uncle. Hopefully that works. Sometimes TT bikes are not allowed, but let's see. I don't see anybody on it. Okay, let's push onto the big hill.
Searching for homes on Houseful feels a lot like discovering a super bingeable new show. Find that feeling with every listing update. Find your home with Houseful.
Is investing on your own making you spin? Then it's time to partner with Sunlight. As Canada's largest asset manager,
Eric, how you doing, man? Right on. Colin is back. Great to see you, man. The climb is my end, I tell you that. So if you have not eaten before your workout and you're doing, trying to stay in zone 3 or 4, hanging on, you're running out of juice very quickly. So that's happening to me right now. So I will dial back here, put my TT in place, and do my own pace right. Just trying to let them know if my chat works. Yeah, it works. Okay. Okay. All good. Let's see if we can do a gentle right here. Garage. No, we cannot plug the TT in. Then this one it is. Still. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. Let's see how many kilometers we have to still ride here for the next upgrade of this one. Maybe we're gonna do 2 stages. One is we're gonna do this upgrade here. 5k. Come on, let's go. 5k on this frame. I wanted to stay in zone 2, but it's too quick for me. I will do my own zone 2 pace. All good, guys. Like I said, 5k, get an upgrade, mission accomplished, check. I know, unfortunately these 5ks are all uphill. They're gonna hurt, but it's all good. Thanks, Julie. Thanks for the shout out. That's it, 127 beats per minute. That's it, 2.1. Here we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
It's easy to charge a Chevrolet EV. Access more than 25,000 public charging station ports across Canada by planning your route with Google built in. Take charge with the all-electric lineup.
Colin is not yet live. I know when the race starts. Colin, are you still in the chat? Let me know how many minutes to race start, so I have something to watch and to cheer on. In 20, okay. Right on, 20 minutes. 11 o'clock. At Canadian time. PST. They will fit nicely because then I can have my 5 kilometer upgrade done for this bike here and switch to a TT on a different course and just zone out and zone into your stream. Yeah, guys, sometimes it's important to have a race in 30, okay. 11:10. It's 12:30 for me right now. 12:30. Are we 10 minutes off? Are you in the Caribbean? I think you were somewhere in Texas, isn't it? Huh? Okay, I will tune in and see. No worries. All good. I know sometimes I have trouble scheduling meetings. When I talk to Europeans, you always know they're like way ahead. They're sipping on their coffee, afternoon coffee or tea. And I'm just like rolling out of bed at 6 o'clock, trying to make it happen. So yeah, time zones can be tricky, especially if one time zone, for example, Europe switches to winter time or summertime, and then they're off another hour. You have to like figure that out. Ah, crap. Thanks for the ride on. Appreciate it. Laskovsky, are we coming by soon here too? A minute from now. And the next guy who's coming from the United States. Bombardo. Bombardo. I'm not a big fan of the jungle route here. I feels like this is like quicksand, pulls me in. I have to push even harder compared to other people. And then uphill. Oh boy. Oh boy. You take care of business, Colin. I will tune in soon. Maybe I'm gonna cut this one short, this stream, and join yours. Oh yeah, coming from Germany. Chris is in the house. Chris is howling. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing great. Actually, not so great. I just dropped out of the group because I want to do a zone 2 ride. As the group pace is a little bit too high for me and my pulse is already like in zone 3 again. So I'm trying to keep it mellow today. Ja, ich versuche das mal ein bisschen local zu halten, weil die Gruppe zu schnell für mich ist, so bin ich rausgefallen und versuche jetzt meinen eigenen Zone 2 Ride zu machen. So. Yep. Ja, das erinnert mich hier wahrscheinlich sehr an dich hier. Hä? Climbing out of the jungle. Chasing yellow, yes. I'm trying for chasing yellow. I will do chasing yellow. And if so, I will see you out there. Because I know you chased the red jersey. And I think you got some good exercises in. So let's see how we match up there. Happy to punch the time zones with you. See how we are. Chasing red, chasing yellow, guys. Chasing yellow is the mimic of the Tour de France. Starts on July 5th, next week Saturday, and I believe Chris is maybe one of them who will torture himself over 21 days, 21 stages. 2 of them are TTs, and the rest is flat and mountain terrain probably. Oh my god, it's gonna be good. So yeah, I'm trying to get zone 2 rides in, burn some unnecessary body weight I might have on my ribs to get in shape for it.
A scent of hope?
Citrus.
But
You really think you can get me to like dark chocolate?
Without a doubt.
Won't it taste bitter?
Not this dark
what is it,
chocolate.
Lint chocolate? Yeah,
Delicious. I told you it wasn't bitter.
sounds good. Yeah, I will be there.
Discover excellence.
I'm trying.
Expect delicious.
I'm hoping that my wife plays at role 2. She allows me to go on a bike, and now she's the boss. Sometimes it's just, Chris, you're not cycling again. Not today. And then you hang there for 2 hours. Oh, that's not a good afternoon for me. Yeah, Chasing Yellow is organized by the Acro Tour. Acro is an organization which manages certain races, and I think they call them all like Chasing something. Chasing Yellow obviously for Tour de France, Chasing Pink for Tour Italia, and so on. So good sport. Hard competition. The competition is stiff. Yeah, if you have ever raced a ZR Swift Racing League, that is very much compatible, except, here's the caveat, all categories start at the same time. So you are starting with the A's, B's, C's and D's together, and the lower categories trying to hold on as long as possible to the higher ups, which inside the category is kind of like manipulating the race, as this wouldn't happen if you just start out each category singly. So, yep. James, thank you so much for your ride on. Appreciate the support. Maybe I see you in a little bit. On the other side, you might be racing in the ladder race. Ladder race is a race or another like series where you race in a team of like standard. It's kind of like 5 to 4 teammates against 5 to 4 other guys, equal guys, and the races are pretty tight. There's a lot of strategy because you don't have to win the actual race in terms of like coming in first. You can come in like second, third, and fourth as long as you placing higher in total than the other team. For the first place, 10 points, second place, 9 points, third place, 8 points, and so on. You get the drift. So whoever accumulates more points wins at the end. So this is you skip chasing Swift, don't you like mountains? No man, Chris, look at me right now. I'm on one right now, climbing out of the jungle, and I'm struggling. I just don't. I'm not a climber. I probably would consider, like, on a good day I'm a puncher. So wavy rolling courses are
Reach from
great,
Amazon to as far as the eye can see.
but a climb like this, for example, here is
Third-party supply, your ad is where it goes.
challenging. I tell you that.
Make medium at
I hate it. I know I should have put myself in it just to hate myself a little bit more, but I'm just too heavy. I mean, I think we are like similar in weight. I mean, right now I'm like around the 80 kilo mark, 80 kilograms, 81, 82, depends on the day, depends how big the steak was the night before, or like maybe potatoes. But yeah, I'm trying to lose more weight to be more, let's say, competitive in the climbs. If I would end up somewhere in the 70 kilo mark range and hold that weight over the summer, which is possible, it's easily possible, but I have to put in the work like this one here to get there. Then I would be probably more considered a climber, but right now the power to ratio, as you know, is key here in Swift next to your racing skills. It's just too weak to be a climber. I mean, come on. We are competing against riders which weighing 62, 68 kilograms in his 60s. That's like 10 kilograms more. 10 kilograms, that's 20 pounds. I like lift up a dumbbell with 20 pounds, put that on my back, try and get up the mountain. It's a lot. So, yeah, now I feel fat. But having said that, that's all relative when you compete against like people who are cycling and working out like on a different level. So yeah, 2 stages with the radio tower and the last stage with the ITT Van 10. It was really hard. I have the same problem with my 84 kilo. Yeah, I know. I figured we were like similar range. I mean, 82 kilograms, you 2 kilograms. Okay, difference. We still heavier guys compared to the other riders. I actually watched the Van 10 event, and yeah, it was painful. And funny enough, I actually did that route just a week before with a TT, same purpose, Zone 2, and getting some TT upgrade time into the bike. So yes, it's a long, draggy climb. Yeah, not fun. Not as, you know, I like Switzerland. I like to go there. I lived in Germany for a long period of time. I went to Switzerland, Austria, and all the mountain areas quite a bit. as I lived in Munich, close to the border there. And yes, I love it. But cycling there is is very dreamy. Let's say it like this. It's very good cycling. But if you have to race it, it puts these beautiful Alps or mountains in a totally different perspective. So here we go. Upgrade available. That was the minimum goal of this ride. Check. But I will go all the way down, because if you go up a mountain, take the 3 kilometers down. So I will do that, and then I will switch on to the TT bike. However, coming back to Switzerland, it's a beautiful mountain, beautiful country, great people. I actually have one guy, Mike Potter, or Mike Potts. He is a Swiss guy. I call him our Swiftani knife. He cuts to the peloton like Swiss cheese.
We're going to win and go back home to everyone, safe and sound.
So I've raced that, and yeah, I worked during the FIFA, no, it's the UEFA European Championships in Austria and Switzerland, a lot in the countries where the Alps are, and it's fun to drive up and down, but cycling in a race pace, different story. Yeah. Oh man, we are able to recruit an A-level rider with 57 kilograms from my team, Radsport Eintracht Frankfurt. Frankfurt are mine, not under Oder, Frankfurt are mine. He flew up the Van 10 in 33:28 minutes. A true eagle, yeah, indeed. Indeed, buddy. Again. If you have people that are in 57, it's almost 28 kilograms lighter than you, 50 pounds, just like that entire dumbbell there in the back, on my back. Difference? That's just unfair. I'll tell you that. So having this guy in your team, yeah, it's great. Good for the team, securing this rider. Yesterday I did a ride, what was it? It's called London 8, and it has the Foxhill in there. It's part of the Swift Range 1 or Range 2 City Escape month of June series. And Foxhill is a hill which definitely will put the peloton. And was a 14-year-old boy just ripping everybody apart. Left me in the dust. He probably weighs like, yeah, close to that, maybe less than that, probably. So 40 kilograms, he's flying up there. Just looking at the pedals, he's just like moving up, not even touching them. So yeah, at that point you have to get, keep racing. You have to take it with a grain of salt. So don't take it too serious, but if you want to race and you want to like be compete, yeah. The sport of cycling is a power to ratio cycle, so you have to have power on your pedals, as well as you need to be on the lighter side to get your butt up there, especially on the climbs. So, yep. Having said that, my butt is pretty heavy. Maybe my wife puts actually extra butter in my meal sometimes, just to keep it more juicy, so she has something to give a little bit of a clap maybe when I don't listen. So it's all good. all good. So, but yeah, summer's coming. My beach body needs to be trimmed down. Let's see, and actually I have an Ironman coming up in November, which is not the normal time I normally do Ironman, so I have a long-term goal out there over summer and fall to keep myself in shape, and hopefully I can get my weight down to a point where I can perform to the level I feel comfortable. I know weight and performance are always relative, and I want you to, everybody out there, want you to acknowledge that there are people out there heavier and they might push way more watts than you do. And there might be people who are lighter and they're just flying up the mountain because of their weight. So there's always like a trade-off a little bit. So do whatever is best for your body, and your body will tell you what's best for you. You can set a plan, put it in action, and follow it. Be consistent, and you're gonna be on your goal in no time. Just develop a pattern and stick to it, and you're gonna be successful. Having said that, being successful is ending this right here and jumping on my TT bike and going a little bit more the distance. Let's see, you know what, I was like one after the other. So let's go to, go to 40 clicks. We're gonna go to 40 clicks, 2 more kilometers. Yeah, 2 more kilometers, and then we're gonna go on a TT bike. So riding it out at 40. And calling it a day for this route, and then going onto the TT. You know what I found essential for longer rides too, as well as for other Swift rides, maybe for racing too, is having the right environment around you. It could be, yeah, I'm putting on a show, some lights, some effects, but at the end what plays a big role is music. I know why. I know if you broadcast you are limited to certain songs, but music is essential for me when I bike, longer rides, as well as when I go out and run. It just gives you a better rhythm, something to like take off your mind, something to listen in.
All the Old Spice.
Really good. And if you don't get interrupted by Old Spice commercials and Chevy, then you actually can only enjoy yourself. 120 kilometers done and dusted. Wow. So, yeah, you guys have any like music lists which are good? Anything you want to share? Still a kilometer on here. Happy to listen what you have to offer. Maybe it's a genre you like to listen into. I'm probably more like the trance and beats, kind of happy beats guy. to give myself a rhythm. And that sometimes reflects my power on the paddle, I'll tell you that. Whew. Alright guys, it's time to call it a day here, and I see you on the other side. What I would highly recommend is you guys doing the same thing and checking into my friend's channel, Colin Colts, who was in the chat here as well, and he will race with my team a ladder race in about, I think, 15 minutes. He should be online already. So I'm gonna check out here in 500 meters, and you guys take it from here, okay? And you guys have a wonderful evening. To our German fans, have a good night. Servus, gute Nacht, schönen Abend euch. Grüße nach Deutschland. Chris, I see you chasing yellow. So, it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic. So, and everybody else, have a wonderful Wednesday, which is a hump day. The week is almost done. Whew. Gonna be interesting. Love it. And then next week, Tuesday, we have Canada Day. Canada first, July 1st. And then we can talk about the United States, which have their celebration on July 4th. So, Canada first. Rubbing it in again. I'm just joking again. All good. Don't send the missiles yet. It's all good, I'm just joking. You got it. I see you out there. Again, shout out to Torellas, Chris, as well as Kenny T, who made my day with this message that I inspired him to pick up cycling again, and really means the world to me. So in that sense, thank you so much for that. And that's 40 kilometers done and dusted. All right. You guys have a good one. See you on the other side.